This one's for the old school collector out there. And in today's video, I'm sharing some new ColecoVision games from a small publisher, 8-bit Milli Games. They are making some new games for some old consoles, even an upcoming Odyssey 2 game. And so today they sent me a few games, and I'm going to be sharing these with you and talking about what makes them great. So sit back, relax. Here we go. So here it is. This is Demon Attack and Atlantis, and these are reimagined. So it's new versions of these classics made for ColecoVision, built from the ground up, and 2 games on 1 card. These are some of my favorite games I played on the Atari 2600, and I know they were on other platforms such as Intellivision and Atari 8-bit computer and more, even VIC-20. So VIC-20 for Demon Attack. So really cool to see this and to see this game offered on ColecoVision. 8-bit Milli Games also offers a Retro Gamers Club, which gives you exclusive access to their games first 3 months, as well as other features. You can go on their website to check that out. Here is the instruction manual, and it looks fantastic. And so, you know, it discusses the aspects of the game, how to play it. There's even a secret mode, and I'm going to show that in this footage. And it's cool. You flip the manual, and it talks about Atlantis, new Atlantis, and it plays a little bit like the Intellivision version from what I hear. And so I'm really excited about showing this. There it is. There's the manual. But let's get to showing the new cart made with all new parts. Here it is. And as you can see here, looks fantastic. And it's volume 1, which hopefully means that there'll be more games coming. I'm going to be capturing footage using a ColecoVision Phoenix. Here we go. Demon Attack is one of my favorite Atari 2600 games. So when I saw that 8-bit Milli Games was doing a new version for the ColecoVision, I was pretty excited. And, you know, it has all the aspects that made Demon Attack awesome on the 2600. Has that, you know, that pulsating background noise with sound effects, as well as challenging enemies. 3 different difficulty options. I'm going to be playing it on normal. So when you take out the smaller demons, they come towards you, and it can be really, really challenging. And, you know, oh my gosh, as you progress, the difficulty ramps up pretty quickly as the shots then home in on you, as well as the small demons, when they hit the ground, they do make a crater, making it more challenging. So I really like that they added those difficulty aspects to this, as it makes it much more playable. There's several different waves of enemies, and this just took me back to my childhood, as, you know, I played so much of this on the original 2600. And let me talk about the secret option in the game. Using an original ColecoVision controller, if you press on the right side, you then have this secret mode, which makes it an homage to the original 2600 with a black background. I think that's kind of a neat extra secret mode in the game. So let's jump into New Atlantis. And this plays like the Intellivision version, as mentioned before, as you have a crosshair here. You're taking out enemies from above, and you're protecting your city. And so you can launch a sentinel, taking out the Gorgons. Pressing the right and left trigger button will determine where you shoot, and using the controller, moving your ship up and down. You have about 90 seconds of energy, and then you have to land back to protect Atlantis. And there's different day and night cycles, and I really like the night cycle on this. It looks fantastic, and I think this is a nice upgrade to the original release of Atlantis. Look at that night version. Oh, that's so sweet. And so I really like what they've done with this game, as I think it's a nice twofer, as I think Atlantis and Demon Attack are some of the better games that people played on of Imagic's library. And so next game I'm going to be showing is Desolator. This is actually an MSX port, and it plays a lot like Defender. And so here's the packaging. It comes shrink wrapped, and I'm going to unbox it here. This does require a super game module or a RAM board, and so which is offered on 8-bit Milli Games site, and it needs a 32K enhancement. So that if you want to just play this on a Coleco Atom, that's fine, and you can go that route. But playing it on an Atom, Phoenix, or using the Super Game module, you'll be able to appreciate the enhanced sound effects. So that's it, and here's just the simple instructions how to play. And I'm gonna jump into the game in a bit, but there's some tips and tricks. Tells you this is a fairly challenging game, as you know, this to me is like Defender on steroids. It looks fantastic, and you know, for a classic game on a classic game console, it's really neat to see these games being released. And so here's the cartridge, and we're gonna jump right in. Nice introductory screen, and what's cool is there's some added features to this. There is a built-in high score where you can put in your initials, so I think that offers a lot of replayability. And here we go, and it plays a lot like Defender. You have your map, you're going around taking out enemies, and you know, collecting items, and you know, the enemies can get pretty challenging as well. So to me, this is just, it's super fast though. I love the fast gameplay. You have shield and energy bars and lives. Pretty tough. Anyways, this is a game that definitely I need to play more, but wanted to show some gameplay, as I know there's lots of people that watch my channel that are into these types of games. All right, wave 2, yeehaw. All right, so things can get pretty tough as my shield is pretty low, and some enemies, especially the ones shown there, take multiple hits. And so you do have a Desolator, which then sacrifices your ship but then takes out enemies on the screen. And so definitely it's got a lot of aspects of Defender, but plays a little bit different. To me, it's just like a faster version of it. Anyways, have you played Defender? Have you played even this on the MSX way back in the day? And it's just neat to see these adaptations coming to ColecoVision. As you know, the aftermarket scene for ColecoVision is so amazing. In fact, there's more aftermarket games than the games that came out back in the day. So then you can put in, if you get a certain score, you can put in your high score, and I think that's awesome, as that makes me want to keep coming back to play it and play it again. So the link below to their store, where you can check out what they offer, as they offer some other ColecoVision games, as well as even a physical cartridge for the Mattel Aquarius, which I did cover in a previous video. So, of the games I showed today, what is your favorite? In the comments below, let me know. Did you play the original Atlantis and Demon Attack? They are fantastic original games, and it's really cool to see these upgraded remakes on a platform that they weren't offered on, and so it's so cool to see that. And I know there's some ColecoVision collectors out there, and you may want to check this out. The link is below if you want to check out these games and more. So if you like what you see, consider hitting that like and subscribe button and clicking the bell, as I'm uploading videos every week. You folks are wonderful and beautiful. Let's keep it positive. This is the Immortal John Hancock, and you take care.